Hello gorgeous, welcome back to Life in Style. Today's video is going to be my weekly plan with me. We are going to be planning the week of Monday, April 8th through Sunday, April 14th, which is the season premiere of the last 6 episodes ever of Game of Thrones. If you are a mega fan and super fan like I am, you know exactly how I'm feeling right now. I mean, we've been waiting a long time and it's literally on our doorstep, so I am uber excited, like just off my rocker with it, but I love it. So the kit that I'm going to be using this week is one by PaperMuseCrafts, which is so beautiful. I've had this since I think last spring, but I didn't want to use it and hoarded it for a very long time. But as you can see, it's just very whimsical and beautiful. I do not recall what the kit is called. Again, I've had it for so long, but as you can see, it is foiled with a true gold, so like a yellow gold, which is very pretty. I love the sparkle of the stars throughout and just where the other foil is. It's very beautiful. So you have your full boxes there, your washi sheet here, you have your washi headers down here, and then as you could see, the bottom washi there with the gold foil. This says a dream is a wish your heart makes, so it's a continuation. So you've got the short and the long washi there. You can either put this on top or a washi, you know, a tape of your choice, however you'd like to do it. That I like when they split it like that because you have options when they do that. Then the next page is going to be the header page. As you can see, you have your to-do, to-date, and littles in that gorgeous font, and then your little things here, half boxes here with some of the clip art on them, and I love these because they are squared off. Then you have 3 kind of not random but just you know, headers there: work this week and important. Then you have almost a full sheet of full box checklist there with the hearts, and then some of them have you know, some of the clip art on them, and then this one at the bottom says notes. I love the coloring of this kit. It just, as soon as I saw it, I think I saw Jasenia from the Planner Sophisticate on YouTube haul this, and as soon as I saw it, I had to have it. Again, it's just so whimsical and soft and beautiful. So you have dinners, schedule, spending, then you have your sidebar weekly here, you have the heart checklist flags, some little flags here, 2 habit trackers, 2 more quarter boxes. I love all of these boxes because they are straight edged. You have half boxes, quarter boxes here, quarter box flags, and then little flags down here. Then the last page, you're going to have your weekend banner, some more flags there on either side, 1 bill pay sticker, then these gorgeously foiled date covers, which are so beautiful. Then you have here the, oh gosh, what do you call them? The functional script and icon hybrids that I love. Then you have a bunch of functional icons there. I'm at a loss, like I can't say the word functional today. Beautiful deco there at the bottom, which is so pretty, and then you have your date dots at the bottom. So that is going to be the complete kit. Again, this is from PaperMuseCrafts. I will let you know right off the bat that I'm going to be using true gold throughout. You know, I pulled in other elements with the exception of one thing, and this is because I ordered it this way, not knowing when I was going to use it, and it's one of those things I just forgot. I should have looked at this first and seriously plan the kit around it because it's going to be the only silver thing. But this is the Winter is Coming countdown stickers, and I am absolutely using them. As you can see, they are silver foil beautifully. This is from my newest addiction. So again, I did order these in silver, but these are going down in this week's spread. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the date covers, date dots, and the bottom washi as I normally do. And this time I'm going to talk you through it because there's a lot to talk about. Plus, I have a funny story. Let me zoom you in so you can better see what I am doing. So, the funny story, it's not so funny now when I think, well, it wasn't so funny then when I think about it. I did come home late on Sunday. I forget where the hell I was. I may have been at work, actually. I think I was at work. I came home. I started filming. I'm like, I'm going to film. I have to film. I haven't filmed in a while. Went through the whole spread. I'm like, yes, it's beautiful. I love it. It's gorgeous. And when I got to the end, as I was writing in, I realized I was not planning the correct week. So this is the week I should have been planning. And then I planned this week, the last week of March, which is a beautiful kit from the Beautiful Mess. And I'm just so upset. I just, like, I couldn't even, like, think about it too much. Like, I just kept looking at the planner like, did this really didn't just happen. Like, I couldn't even process what had just happened. So needless to say, at that point, I was freaking done, and I put away all my filming equipment, and I was not going to film again. I was, I can't even tell you how angry I was. So anyway, that's what happened last week, and that's why you didn't get a plan with me last week, because I planned the week before, which sucked ass, because there was a lot of good things happening this week that, you know, we couldn't talk about. But I'm back, and I'm now into my spring kits and excited. I think I may have made mention, and I'm not sure if it was in last week's video, which was the incorrect one, that I have more spring and summer kits than I know what to do with. It is obscene, and I'm not embarrassed about it, of course, because, I mean, I like the kits and I got them. But seriously, if I wanted to never buy, not never, but if I said right now I'm not going to buy any spring and summer kits until these are done, with the spring kits, I would, I mean, you know, spring is only so long. You're not going to use them, obviously, all year round. I would have spring kits probably for the next 3 or 4 years, maybe longer. I'm not kidding. And again, because spring is not that long, so it's not like you're going to be using the spring kits every single day. All right, let's get these date dots down, which again are gorgeous, and I love the way that font looks just so very pretty and whimsical. So we're starting with the 8th. So I'm going to grab this and get that down. Let me see where I'm going to put that. I don't want to, there, because there's not really a space for it. But then if I do it there, that's going to be, well, no. Let's see. We'll do it up here. That's okay. We'll do that. It's a little off kilter, but not bad. Yeah, so I literally finished it. I was writing in, and I didn't finish writing in because I realized it, and I'm looking, and all of a sudden it just hit me out of nowhere. It wasn't that something jogged my memory. I just, boom, out of nowhere, and I'm like, holy shit, I am literally planning the wrong week. So that is how my week ended. The week, although, you know, that I had last week was not horrendous. I did stay extremely late on Monday. I didn't get out till 8:30, but I was able to get out today at 1 because I had worked so long. I went in on Wednesday, and I think I may have made mention that I'm trying to figure out a better schedule for myself than coming home every single day at 7 or 7:30, because I need time to do things. I don't want to feel overwhelmed at night, because what I feel like is that as soon as I come home, I've got to do the things that I have to do to get ready for the next day. So my life almost feels like just work here, work here, work here, and I just, you know, for anybody, their mental state, that's not good. You know what I mean? You want balance in your life. So I did work Wednesday, which I normally do not, but unless I've got a doctor's appointment or something like that, I am absolutely going to start working on Wednesdays and keep working on Wednesdays, because then that's more time that I don't have to stay there. So let's move on to the bottom washi. I am going to use this in its entirety, but I will be using, if you hear some scratching, that's Puppy in her bed. She just loves to beat that thing up. And again, like I always do, I need to grab this one first and see how we are here. Yeah, because this is not going to be too... Okay, so we won't do it right up to the top, to the black line. I lost my train of thought. I am going to be using a washi for the sidebar, as I normally do, which is a very pretty washi. And I'll show that to you in just one moment. But I like when she is going to town on that bed. I'm going to leave just a little smidgel of space. Not too much, but just the smallest hint. There we go. How pretty is that? I mean, that is really, really gorgeous. But yeah, the washi that I'm going to use for the sidebar is really pretty. Okay, so now I got to see how much space I left. So if you don't, you know, butt it up against something, you got to be like, okay, how much space did I leave on the other side? But it's easier for me to roll it under with the coils You hear that? That's Puppy playing with her toys. I got them each a new toy today. I had to go get her food from Petco, and I was like, let me get them toys. I always like to get them little things, and you know, she's really into it now because she's, you know, teething and all that. And so I found a nice little basket with like 2 for $5, and so I was like, okay, 1 for each. Guess who has them both? I'm not even gonna tell you because you already know. You already know. All right, so I'm going to spread this open and zoom you out just a little bit, not too much, but that way you could see most of what I'm doing, but I still want to keep you close enough to be able to see. So we have 9 boxes here, and this one is, well, let me see, hold on a second. Usually we always put, you know, the text box. Yeah, so that's okay. I think I'll keep that. So let's go ahead and start with this one. I can't believe I'm finally using this kit. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I've been hoarding this kit for so very long, and I kept looking at it, and I'm like, nope, I'm not ready to use it. Nope, I'm not ready to use it yet. And finally, I was like, okay, we're going to use this damn kit, and we're gonna use it now. So I mean, it's one of those things because I only have one, so you just want to hoard it so as not to use it. But I'm like, we're gonna use it. Is there anything secret up here? So of course I had to stop the camera because my oldest, if anybody comes through the door, he thinks he's the Terminator and or Rambo, one or the other. But he just thinks he's hot shit and that he's gonna, you know, save everybody. Okay, so, I kind of want to space this out. But I don't want to put gray and blue. And we're going to put that over there. Or maybe, you know what? Why do I have to? I can do whatever I want. So we're going to grab the text one. I want some separation between all the colors. And just so that, you know, it's not blue with blue, pink with pink, and we spread them out in a nice way. I try to make my plan with Muse in a way so that, all right, so now we want to use a blue. So this may actually end up going on the side. We'll see. I like to do my plan with Muse in a way that your eye takes in the entire plan. You know what I mean? It's not just stuck on one side or one box or one row because that's where all the action is. I like to spread everything out. So that's just the way I kind of operate with that, and how when I look at a plan with me, I want to take everything in and then slowly have my eye move throughout the plan or the spread. So we want to go back to gray, so we're going to use this one. Yeah, so I think maybe Miss Kitty, oh, maybe not. Actually, Miss Kitty's the cream, so we'll pick something for the sidebar. It doesn't, you know, I don't have to have the script on the sidebar. I'd rather have my main boxes be the way I want them, and then we'll work with the rest. All right, so we're going pink and then cream. So Miss Kitty is not going on the side, but that's okay. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. We're gonna do full boxes. I like the full boxes to go all the way across as well. There's sometimes, how nice. It started with a bunny and then with a kitty. So I think that's very, very cute. Not always do I put stuff on the weekend, but I try to have full boxes across the week, and just to make it look nice. So we're gonna do the blue because it has, oh, and I just put that on my desk because it has foil stars, so I want to keep that nice and foiled. So we're gonna put that up here, try to keep it even as I normally do. And there we go. So I've got one full box left, and I will save that. Sorry about that. I had to go into my son's room and tell him to kind of keep it down because he's with me this weekend. So as you guys know, he's autistic, and he doesn't care. He's like making noise left and right. So I'm like, okay, hold on a second here. All right, so I'm gonna continue on with the sidebar here. And the washi that I'm using is the beautiful collaboration between Simply Gilded and the Planner Sophisticate, who is Jasenia. and she is on YouTube and on Instagram. She also sells inserts and other things on Etsy. I absolutely love her aesthetic, and she was the first planner that I just watched. I binged her. I binged her channel left and right, and every time she puts out a new video, I'm all over it. So this was, I believe, a 4-roll set that had come out way before I started like getting into planning, but they brought it back out, so I jumped on it. And it's pink, as you could see, of course, with the true gold hearts there. And this is all her hand drawn stuff. So she has gorgeous lettering, gorgeous drawings, and just really, really talented. Again, her entire aesthetic is just absolutely beautiful. She's like, for me, like a kindred spirit, because, you know, as I was watching her, I'm like, I realized that we were, she likes pink more than I do. I do like pink, but not as much as some people do. But overall, just the way she plans and the way she likes things neat and just, you know, a certain way, very particular, is right up my alley. So she was the first one that I binged, and then got into others as, you know, she recommended, others recommended, and that sort of thing. All right, so I'm just going to grab my ruler and my slice tool. Try to get all of that out of the way of the camera and make sure that I cut this even. That pink is pretty, like it looks really dark on the roll because it's not rolled out, but when you roll it out, it is very, very light. I'm hoping that you can catch that and that the light is not completely washing that out. So I am going to look for, because I know we had a couple like this week and things like that. Dinners, perfect. So let me grab dinners. And I am actively now doing a reset for my, I know we had a, there we go, a reset for my diet after my weight loss surgery. I need to do a reset. I need to get back into it. You know, between the separation and all that, I was kind of like, you know, not in the mood for anything or anyone. I didn't care about what I ate, that I didn't exercise. I just had no energy. But between my doctors, my psychiatrist and therapist, the medication that I'm on is very much evening me out and keeping me calm and kind of, you know, before I would just completely lose it if things weren't going the way I thought they needed to be. And I'm just much more calm now. So I said, you know what, it's time I start taking care of me. Really start taking care of me and really start putting forth that effort. So I'm kind of brainstorming what things I want to do besides just the working out and that sort of thing and taking care of myself. But I really want to apply myself to getting this home decorating business off the ground, not only because it's something I love, but because I really need the money. You know, having been in a 2-person household where my soon-to-be ex-husband paid for everything, and now I literally went, and I think I've said this before, from 0 to 60 in about 1.5 seconds. My expenses didn't just double, they literally quadrupled, or like 5 times more. So, you know, it's hard, but it is, what are you gonna do? It's something that I can't get away from, and that's just it. So I'm gonna use the This Week header for my habit tracker. This is so pretty. This is really just so pretty. I love how this lightened up the washi tape. So I'm going to take, I wouldn't mind adding the cream one, but is that going to just be the only cream thing there? Unless I add, do I have next week? I don't. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the pink because we really don't have any cream here, so I don't want to let that be the little odd man out. Let's see, that's a little crooked. Let me see if I can't lift that up. And I'm just trying to keep things as even as possible. I write like that too. If I don't have any lines, I start perfectly straight and then I'm like zoop, all the way down. So, all right, so I have that down. And one more piece of washi, because this is really, really pretty. I'm so happy that I was able to use it with this kit because I really do love this washi. But what I try to do, and I think I've explained this even before in other Plan With Me videos, pink is everywhere. And I know that that's, you know, pastels and pinks are very good sellers just because they are. And so I understand that. But there's pink. I knew I was going to rip that. There's pink everywhere. And after a while, I'm just like, no more pink. That's it. Like, no more. And so when I have a kit that has another color smattered throughout, like black. Remember, I used black a couple of weeks ago, I think twice even in a row, because it just, they had little black accents, and it literally, with the black and hollow bows, I think it was, it brought the black out in the kit so beautifully, where everything else was, you know, pink and light and that sort of thing. But I really, really enjoyed the way that came out. And again, I don't mind pink, it's just not, I don't want too much of it all the time. And I'm more of a blush girl anyway, so if it's like this cotton candy Pepto-Bismol pink, I'm just like, no thank you. But this kit with the pinks, the blues, the creams, it's just lovely. So we're done with the washi. And what I'm going to do, I like the notes there, so I'm not going to put a header, and I may have to cut this a little bit, but that's okay because we've done that before. But I want to put it on the paper first, because then I can use the bottom of the paper to help me cut this evenly, and it basically just, you know, stays there. So let me just turn this around. I'm right-handed, so when I do this, it's always like, wow, so difficult. Not horrendously so, but I just want to make sure that everything stays even. So we're just going to trim this so it matches the page without actually cutting into the page. The things we do when we're so particular, right? All right, let's see how that looks. So this will be like my next week. You know, sometimes I use the sidebar for next week, but I like the fact that it had notes. So I just put it down there. So I have a full box, the beautiful Simply Gilded and Planner Sophisticate collab washi dinners, the sidebar weekly for dinners, another strip of washi this week, my habit tracker washi, and then the notes full box, which is absolutely gorgeous. Now we are going to move on to doing the glitter headers over the full boxes. This kit did not come with glitter headers because I don't think I said they did, right? And no, they came with headers, but I mean like washi strips, but they're also not the same size, which if you've watched me before, you know drives me up a wall, but whatever. So what I did was I looked in my leftover kit binder, and I found this page from a Stickerbloom kit called The Darkest Night. I want to use this gold, which doesn't have, you know, any foiling, but as you can see, it looks like gold glitter, so I want to use that one. I didn't want to use blue, and I did not want to use pink because we already had enough of both of those. So I'm just going to put these on top of the boxes, which looks gorgeous, really, really beautiful. So weather is still a little cool, even though it's spring, but it's definitely a difference than what we had during winter. Sometimes during the afternoons, you can actually go without a coat for a little bit. Can't go without it for too long, because if you go without it too long, then you're like, okay, my ass is freezing. But it is getting warmer, which is so welcome. I can't wait for summer to come, just because it's lighter out longer, you get more vitamin D. I suffer, and I know millions of people suffer horribly with the seasonal like depression disorder, and I have that. And that's very common because your body's not getting the vitamin D it needs. But I actually just found out that through blood work that I am vitamin D deficient. But then I was thinking, I was like, you guys caught me in the winter. Of course I'm going to be vitamin D deficient. Like, who the hell is staying outside trying to get some sun in the winter? So that's that. But let's do the headers. But I'm still going to start taking them because I think it's a good thing to take. Because I was looking at what, you know, being vitamin D deficient what can happen with that. And one of the things that I read up on was fatigue. And again, if you've watched my Plan With Me videos, you know that I suffer horrendously from fatigue. because of several of the medications that I take, but I have to take them. So I try to do everything in my power to kind of offset that. And the sun, honestly, is truly, truly one of them. Because it's, you know, in the winter, it gets dark so early. It feels so late. It's cold. You just want to be in your house. You're not really out getting any fresh air. So there is a marked difference in my attitude and in my fatigue level, you know, winter to spring and summer. So we'll see what happens. But I am going to start taking the supplement this weekend. And then we'll see what happens. So I'm going to put the to-dos on the weekend like I normally do. This kit is just, the coloring on this kit is just literally to die for. I may have to get another one. I've actually done that with a couple of kits. One that comes to mind, I don't remember what the hell it's called, but it's from Pink Polka Dot Lily. She is on Etsy. And I got to think about what kit it is. It is one of the most beautiful kits I have ever used in my entire life. That is not an exaggeration. I've ordered it 3 times in different foil variations because it's just absolutely gorgeous. All right, so we are going to mark work with these quarter boxes. So I'm just going to grab from left to right. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let me see if this will work. It may work, so let's do this. I'll grab this one. I want to try to keep the coloring the same as the full box if I can. And so kind of keep that mixed in. Did I use any blue here? I did use blue. Okay, so let's grab the pink one next. And Wednesday will be a work day. I don't think I have anything for Wednesday. Do I? Maybe I do. I got to check my phone. I've been trying to... I really need to start carrying my planner with me the way I'm supposed to be so I could stop putting things in my phone. I hate putting appointments in my phone. It's not something I gravitate towards. The only thing is good about the phone stuff is that it gives you reminders. So there was another stop of camera because Mr. Tobias, of course, has to be a tough dog if somebody's... I have the not the window, but my vertical blinds and my curtains open. I wanted to get some sun in here. And see, this is the only place it's not going to work. But I will grab this one right here because it has balloons. Oh, no, because it's blue. I know, right? And just to, again, it's not something I do. I hate doing that. I'm always one to have my blinds closed and things like that. But with the weather getting better and the sun coming out, it just makes me feel so good now to see some sun coming into the apartment and just for it to look lighter and feel lighter and more airy. So I've been doing that. It's getting a little dark now only because it's going to rain later. And I heard there's going to be sleet and ice and snow. So I'm just like, you guys can kiss like the fattest part of my ass because I don't want to even hear that. Like, no, I'm not even kidding. I don't want to hear it. But there you have it. Okay, so what I think I want to do is, should I keep the colors the same? I think that's too much blue, which, I mean, it's not a big deal. But I also have this pink that would go there, but then that's pink, pink. And then use this gray with the, you know what I mean, like the star thing there. But I think that's too much pink, so we'll keep both of them blue. I'll do that. Actually, let me do this from the bottom here. And you know what? Now that I think about it, we may... Actually, let me do it from the top. I don't think I'm going to need it for Sunday. Because Sunday, I've got a couple of things to do. And then we're going out to... Actually, I'm going out Saturday and Sunday. So let me put this back. So, Saturday, I'm going on a semi-double date. Nothing serious, just kind of very relaxed and laid back. So we'll see what happens. So I'm excited about that. Like, you know, I'm not putting, and trust me, I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not putting too much stock in it only because I am still going through the divorce, but we are really through. And the guy knows it. I actually know him. He's been divorced for several years as well. But it's just something fun to do. It's I think, fun to kind of have that jittery feeling. And so it's, you know, I've been in a rut for so long, and you guys probably have heard me say that. And it just feels really nice to be able to think like, oh, I'm gonna have something really nice and fun to do. All right, so I do want to upload on Sunday, so I want to use a not a quarter box, a half box for that. So for that, I think I am going to use this pink one. Actually the blue, because it's got the star, the same star picture there. So we'll do that for the, I'll just put it up against it. I hate putting it up against it, but you have to do that with the full boxes if you're gonna have headers. So that's for filming, for uploading, I'm sorry. And then Saturday night, date night. So I want to put that down. So we'll put today down. Excited. You probably heard it in my voice. He's very nice, and we've texted back and forth a few times. Again, neither one of us is, I don't think, looking for anything serious. I know I'm not, and I don't think he is either. I think we just want to kind of get out and be in the presence of a cool adult and just hang out and have a good time. So that's kind of where we're going with that. Okay, so I definitely want to do half boxes for the date, and then, oh my God, I can't believe it, the first episode of Game of Thrones. So I want to do, I don't want to do blue and blue. Although blue and blue would look good, but I don't think I have another blue. I do not. So let's do blue and gray. I know, it's like, just pick a fracking box and put it down. I know, but I'm very particular when it comes to stuff like that. I just want to make sure it's perfect. So we'll put the blue here. We'll leave a little space there because I like to do that. And then we'll put the gray over here on Saturday for date night. It's funny, we're actually going to the same place on Saturday and Sunday, and I'll tell you why. My sister had said, oh, we're gonna go out to play pool on, you know, that Saturday, and I'm like, okay, cool. So she said, but we gotta go to a nice place. And I was looking for a place, and they had a really, really upscale pool hall in Orange, Connecticut, I think, but it's closed. I don't go out that way. So I was like, I'll take the drive and let's do it. And when I looked, I was like, shit, they're closed. So anyway, all right, so let's keep going this way. Let me see what I have here. And then, so let's do the work script. You guys know once I get those things down, I'll start popping into the script, so we'll do that. So the work scripts I'm going to use are gold ones from Sarah Elizabeth Prince. They are foiled. I have been using these a lot. And what I've been doing lately, I've been trying to do this as much as possible, is when I order foil things, if I'm going to order a few, I will order gold, rose gold, and silver, or a lot of hollow I've been loving instead of the silver, only because, as you can see with this situation, I needed a true gold. And I ordered a couple of gold things way at the beginning when I first started planning, and then I stopped and switched to rose gold because, I'm going to zoom you in. Do I have your zooms all the way in? I guess I do. Because I just gravitated towards the warmth of the rose gold. But, of course, sometimes you get a gold kit because they don't give you an option, and you need this stuff. So even if it's, you know, a little bit of one of everything or something like that, or at least that I have the basics in the true yellow gold, I'm good with that. So yeah, so we're gonna go to the same place because it's at the Game of Thrones first episode is at this pool hall in Vernon, and so we were gonna go on Sunday. I was like, well, there's no, you said you kind of wanted an upscale place, and this is a nice place. And I was like, there really isn't another kind of cool place like that. Do you mind that we go twice like that? Because the guy that's coming out with me and my sister and her husband is not going to be there with us Sunday. So it's just us that are going. He doesn't watch Game of Thrones. I know that should be a deal breaker. Womp womp. So we're going to do that. So I am looking forward to that. So 8th, 9th. All right. So really Monday and Tuesday are kind of boring. Wednesday is kind of boring too. You guys know a lot of my stuff is more on the weekends. And especially this week. Okay, I'm back. So what I did is I just closed the window, the curtains and the slider, because then he doesn't see people coming in or parking, and he just doesn't bark. It's very, very annoying. All right, so you guys know that most of my stuff is done on the weekend, but this weekend is obviously a lot of good stuff going on. I will say that I had a very good, productive couple of days because I have been really fatigued and stuff with, what am I using, workout? With the medication I'm taking, but it's getting better and I've been having a little more energy. So I have cleaned up my house to the point that I can come in, I'm gonna use some flags. I can come in and just have the very bare minimum to do after work, which is very good, especially when I'm getting home so late. So I do have to clean the guest bathroom, but that's neither here nor there. That shouldn't be a very long time or take a long time. And laundry is laundry. I put in some laundry a little earlier. So I put down these 2 flags, and the workout stickers that I am going to use are from Beyond Paper Flowers. That's their little logo right there. But these are so beautiful. I just love that the intricacy of the font and the way that kind of rolls out to the front and the side of the, you know, left and right side. So I'm just going to use those for my workout. Oh, I like that so much. It's very, very pretty. I'm definitely going to keep ordering these. You guys know, I mean, you guys see me using a lot of the same things or a lot of the same companies, because if I really, really like them, I'm going to keep ordering from them because, you know, they're really, really good. So there is that for Monday, Tuesday. What is doing on Wednesday? You know what? I'm trying to lose, I'm trying to lose like 5 pounds before my date night. So if we did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we could take the rest of the week off. But the reset that I was talking about earlier, to kind of touch on that, is basically going back to liquid diet for about 1 to 2 weeks and just getting my stomach shrunk a little bit, getting my metabolism back up. I'm still going to eat things like, you know, yogurt here and there, maybe vegetables, things like that. But for the most part, I'm going to be sticking with a liquid diet. That's the way you start after bariatric surgery. Literally for the first 2 weeks, it is just liquids. And then you slowly, and I mean very, very slowly, tack on food. And at the beginning, I don't know that it can even be called food, but whatever. So there's the 3 workouts that I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then on Wednesday, too, is the Real Housewives of New York. Don't judge me. Please don't judge me. I went to Florida last May, I think it was. And on the plane, I usually watch television. And I got so sucked in, however many episodes I was able to watch from where I was to Florida, from, you know, Connecticut to Florida. I just did. I think I watched like 2 or 3, but I got caught up. And so I got started with it again. And I am actually behind on the last 2 episodes, but I am going to be watching those this weekend to catch up. It is a guilty pleasure for me, so please, no judgment. I'll put down this half box, which it kind of seems like a small half box, but maybe that's because it's squared off. But we'll do that for my girls in NYC. So there's that. And then Thursday... oh, and see, more Game of Thrones, damn it, more Game of Thrones. And I am actually going to get a Game of Thrones sticker. We're doing a trivia, another trivia. We did a trivia several weeks ago, and we won first place. So on the 14th, one of the girls that had come with us, her birthday is actually on the 14th. And on the 11th, there's another trivia night. She's like, I want to go and celebrate my birthday and do the trivia. So I was like, hell yeah, we're doing that. We got to defend our title, right? So we're going to do that night. So I am going to grab a half box. Yeah, that one that I grabbed was a little smaller than a half box, but I'll grab this. And that'll be for Game of Thrones trivia night. Oh, that is going down not so straight. So that's going to be exciting. So there's a lot of Game of Thrones stuff going on this week. It has been on a group that I belong to on Facebook, and I'm super, 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 super excited. So let's see, 3 days, 1, 2, 3, 2 days, 1, 2, winter's coming in 1 day. So we've got here. So this is winter's here, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. So we're going to start with the countdown. This one says winter is coming in 3 days. So that would be Thursday, right? 2 days and 1 day, and winter will be here on Sunday. So that will go down there. And again, I do apologize that that is silver, but these suckers are going down because this is the last season. When the hell am I ever going to use them again? So there it is. Winter will be there in 3 days. That is crooked and it's going to drive me nuts. Let's see. I know, right? It's like, just put the fracking sticker down. Nobody cares. I care, people. I care. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But this is really coming out nice. And the pink really matches nicely. Okay, and so Friday, my son is going to my mom's. So I just want to put that down because I need to pack him up. So I want to remember that, obviously, because I need to pack him up. And where are those other, oh, these are the smaller boxes. So we'll do that. I will do, you know, this puppy, I put away all the toys, right, in a basket on the floor in the living room. Even if she's playing with one toy, no. They all have to be out. So I'm like, listen, let me tell you what. So that we go through that all the time. I put them in, she watches me, she goes right after I put the last one in and she takes them out. So I'm going to put littles here because I have also my open mic live every Friday night, as I have talked about before. Last week I was on it. I'm not going to be on it tonight, but I'm going to be watching and involving myself in the chat, which is super duper duper fun. I'm going to grab this pink box. We've got pink right along there. So there we go. And that'll be for open mic, date night, Game of Thrones. Can't wait. Cleaning stuff, uploading. Right? Okay, so I'm going to start putting down. So Miss Thing was doing something she should not be doing, so I have to stop, and now she's terrorizing Toby. So it's always funny because I'm like, just smack her up a little bit. Show her who's boss. All right, so let's go ahead and now go through the week in, kind of mark things down. Okay, so Real Housewives of New York. Let me see if I have anything. Oh, and one of my good friend's birthday is on the 9th, so I definitely do want to mark that. And I actually have a birthday thing right there, which is really, really cute. Actually, I'm just trying to see if I want to do I have a quarter box, like a flag thing? Yeah, I do. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, let's do that. So what did I say, the 9th? So we'll do this. And where are my tweezers? Where's my tweezers? We're going to grab the deco from the kit. It's a cake that says birthday. I love that because not all kits have birthday deco or functional stuff. So that'll be that. All right, so let me get the rest of this out of the way for now. And if we need it again, we can grab it again. So there's the birthday. And then, what did I say? Real Housewives. It's not really movie night. Sorry about that. She's tearing up that bed. Oh, do we have a TV? We do have a TV. Here's the smaller ones. So we'll do that. I can grab this. Sometimes I grab the whole thing instead of just the sticker. I don't need the whole thing. All right, and we'll just put that down there. That'll be for the Real Housewives. And then moving on to Thursday. Trivia. So I think that that's okay with what it is. I think I'm going to use one of these little stars here for the trivia, and I'll just put that right there on the corner. And then Friday is Open Mic Live. So then Friday it's Open Mic Live, and I'm just trying to see. Next week I'll probably be on the show, so. Let's see. No, that's not it. Well, I usually will use a computer. I'm just trying to see if I have anything else over here to use for that, but probably not. So I'll just use the computer right here. And I actually do that on my iPad, but that's okay. We'll do that. And then on Saturday is date night, and we do have a date night sticker here. So we'll put that down. It feels weird though, honestly, to be saying that. It just does. But it is what it is, and you know, can't change that. And actually Saturday I also want to film a get ready with me, so that I'm gonna film what I'm gonna be the makeup look I'm gonna be wearing that night. So I'm just gonna use a washi strip because they are not that thick. And that way I'll know to do that. I'll just put that at the bottom. And I know what I'm filming. So I am just going to... The film script that I'm going to be using is from Planning Roses. You guys have seen me use this before, and as you can see, I have used a lot of it. So I'm just going to put film here. See, I don't want to do that. I'll just... let me see. I want to make sure it looks right too, you know what I mean? Can I use that one? I'm just trying to get a little icon or something, because this just seems like there's not a lot of space there. Alright, so I'm going to put that over here. And then the icon that I am going to use is coming from the sheet from Planning World. And as you can see, I haven't used a lot of it because I don't typically use gold. But I do have a camera here, so I'm going to grab that and put that right there, because the film script is very, very short, and it wasn't going to take up the entire space, so I wanted to fill that up. So I will need this again, so let me pull that for this. We're going to use Upload. And I'm only going to be uploading that day. Actually, I'm going to put that here, and we're going to do another functional icon. This is from Paper Company. It is a Traveler's Notebook Deco, which, as you can see, is a lot. And on Sunday, I'm just going to be uploading the Plan With Me, and then on Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to upload the Get Ready With Me for that night. So I don't need those anymore. Do I need that anymore? I don't. Okay, so that's it. I may need the Planning World thing, so we'll see. And then we'll put this down. It's coming in 2 days, because winter is coming in 2 days. Lord, if you're a fan like me, like, you know, you've read the books, you watch videos, you get into all of the foreshadowing and the past of it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And in one day we will... I don't want to use that there. Can I use that there? I can, and I will, because I can, and I am going to. So we'll put that there. Make sure that's not too over. There we go. And then winter is here on Sunday. I'm so excited. I know, I'm such a geek, but you have no idea. Like, I'm so excited. All right, so we'll do that and that. So we don't have to necessarily mark that. Is there a little... Just trying to see. Actually, you know what? Since it's going to kind of be party time, I'm going to grab this piece of deco, like this, the star and light, like chandelier type of thing. I'm going to pull that off. And not there. That looks weird. That looks even weirder. That looks even weirder. Like that. I know, I'm like, oh my god. That's okay, I think. I don't know. I thought it would look good, like party time. That looks really, really odd. What the hell, yo? But I want to put it down, so we're going to put it to the side. And that's the way it's going to stay, and that's that. Okay, so that is down. We're not going to use the weekend banner because obviously that is too big, and I do not want to cover the bottom washi here. Let's see. I want to use one of these little balloons for my friend's birthday on the 9th. And actually, let me see if I can't use more than one balloon. I usually want to do things in threes. So that, got one more balloon, and I will use that. even if it goes over a little bit, but that's perfect. Got all these little hairs and stuff. All right, perfect for that. So I definitely wanted to use that. And then I'll put the deco on later when I'm writing things in off camera the way I usually do. But let's just see what else I have. Okay, so Friday I can do that, right? What did I say I was going to do Friday for this? Oh, my son to my mom. But that's neither here nor there in a way because, damn it, but I didn't want to use that big of a box. I may have to take that off if I can get it off because I need to do my nails on Friday before Saturday. So let me see if I can't take this off. And then what I'll do is I'll put this down for Thursday so that I can pack up my son, and that's enough of a reminder that he's going with his grandmother on Friday. All right, so that way I know to have his laundry clean and all that stuff. And then I'm gonna use another one of these washi strips in blue. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a to-do header, even though it's in the middle of the box, which is fine, that's not a big deal. Just wanna make sure that it is even. Because sometimes these little ones, or the thin ones, when you do them in the middle, they end up a little lopsided. All right. So I'm going to be using two things here. It's kind of a little pattern as you see here, using like an icon and then a script. So the icon that I have is this beautiful sheet. This was part of a $2 Tuesday from Crafts by Thaowie. As you can see, it is a nail polish bottle, and I bought the set, so it was $6. I got the gold, rose gold, and silver, which comes in handy today. So I want to use this to paint my nails on Friday night. And I could probably be doing that while I'm doing the open mic live. And then I'm going to use this nail script from Katie's Sticker Company, which I've used a lot, and I love her stuff. Like, I have a lot of her kits, and then I started buying her scripts. So that is for nails on Friday, because I'd like to do that on Friday, not leave it to Saturday. So Saturday, though, we do have to clean and stuff and do laundry. Let me see what I have here. Clean, yeah, but I think I want cleaning time better. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this script, and I've used this before as well. This is from Saucy Stickers Co. It is the cleaning time lettering, which is beautiful. I love the way they mix the different fonts. Hopefully this camera will focus a little bit on this, because I really want you to be able to see that. It's not happening. It's like, no, there's too much background crap. There we go. So you see up top, it's very fancy, and then on the bottom, it's just a normal font. But I love it. I think it does everything it needs to do, you know. And then what I want to do, I had one for laundry, but the font is quite different, and to put it there with it, I don't want to do that. So we'll just put a couple of cleaning icons here. So vacuum, which I usually will do. I try to do that as much as possible. I can't even tell you how much I despise this carpet. I hate carpet. So we'll just put that down, the laundry one down, and of course here I did it again, where I have, you know what, we're just gonna leave these two, because I was gonna put a spray bottle down, but the damn thing is pink. I don't want the two pinks next to each other. I wanna kind of keep it, you know. So I think that may be it for that. Yes? Let's just see if there's anything else, but I think we're good. So this is just packing up my son. So let me see if I have something to just say, like, remember, or a suitcase or something. Do I have anything here? Suitcase? I don't. But I have a car. I guess I could use that. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go back to the Planning World sticker sheet, and we do have a car here, so I'm going to use that as a reminder to myself to pack up my son because he'll be going with my mom for that weekend. But that'll just be a reminder for me to do that. So I think, yes, that is it for me putting down all of the goodness. And what I'm going to do, as I usually do, is I am going to write everything in the planner off camera. The pen that I'm using today is my Pigma Micron 03. It's the pen that I usually use. This camera's like not having it, because it just has a very fine tip, which you're not obviously going to really see, but it is very fine, it writes beautifully, and it's one of those things where it just helps your handwriting become better, or so I say. But this is the one that I'm going to be using, so I'm going to do that, add a little bit of deco, and then when I come back, I'll just explain, you know, what I've put down, if anything extra, and we can finish up. So there she is. She is all filled in. I've got all my dinners, my no snacks here for my habit tracker, and then just a couple of notes to remind me of things that I have to do for the following week. It is beautiful. I absolutely love this kit. I'm so glad I held on to it. I mean, that, again, just the Game of Thrones stickers are the only thing that's silver, but that true gold is just so beautiful, and I just love the little flecks and stars and that sort of thing. But I mean, that is luscious, just so luscious. Absolutely love it. So again, you know, kind of busy week coming up. I do want to work out these 3 days and just kind of get the blood pumping and back into action. But we have a very nice Thursday through Sunday coming up, and I'll have a lot to report when I do the plan with me for the following week. But before I go, I do want to let you know, so that you know what's coming up for the next 6 weeks. I'm going to be doing a series for both planning and also makeup, because you guys know I haven't done it in a while, but I do makeup on this channel as well. So for the 6 weeks that Game of Thrones is on, because it's only the 6 episodes for the final season, I'm going to be using Game of Thrones kits each week, and also doing a makeup look using makeup that like Wet n Wild came out with a Fire and Ice collection. Urban Decay is coming out with a Game of Thrones collection, and I have some other makeup as well that was inspired by the show. Every week I'm going to be doing a plan with me, Game of Thrones themed, and also a makeup look Game of Thrones themed. 2 separate videos. Obviously, they're not going to be in the same video, but that way there's a little bit for a little bit of something for everyone. If you like planning or makeup or both, you can watch them both. But what I'm going to do for those 6 weeks is basically do a recap of the episode that had just passed. We can talk about you know, what happened. Of course, I welcome your feedback in the comments, and also just kind of go through that. Maybe have some theories for future episodes and what I think may happen. So for the next 6 weeks, starting next week, because or starting the week after this, because Game of Thrones does start next Sunday, it will be Game of Thrones themed. So if you haven't watched the episode by the time the plan with me goes up, understand there will be spoilers within the entire video, both videos, because, you know, the makeup and the planning, because I'm obviously going to be talking about the episode. But I hope you'll join me. It is a series that I am super excited about, because I can talk about Game of Thrones all day long, and to just have an hour or so to talk about that. So they're probably going to be longer videos, but I hope you'll stick with it and get involved, and you know, come in with comments and theories and all that good stuff. I cannot wait. So that having been said, this is going to finish this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I know it's going to be a long one. But I enjoyed it, enjoyed catching up with you guys, and just kind of getting back into the swing of things. So per usual, as I always say, whatever you're doing this week, I hope it is a good week for you. I hope it is a positive week for you, and anything that you need to come to fruition, I hope that it happens and you get your heart's desire. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to the channel, and also click that little bell so you get alerted as to whenever I upload new content. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.